With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A toss, and here's Brooks. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That his first touchdown of the new year. The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The ball's out. The Lions have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The home team's offense ready for their 2nd possession, and they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Putting the tight end in motion. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are through 1. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
3rd and long for Hurts. A throw on the move is caught.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
1st down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Lions have got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Lions offense. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They motion a receiver right. A 1st down throw for Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield. that might give them 15 more yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A pistol snap back to Hurts, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Lions move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. To throw is Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A second down throw for Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Hurts. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Hurts. Looking middle of the field, it's complete.
The key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Quickly to the outside and complete. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. Again, Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. The Saints trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes there for Drake May. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter, Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big one there to start the second half. It's a gain of 34.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He'll look to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Williams in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. Here now, second down and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
You have a tight end motioning left here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point is good, and the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man. That's Leggett. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Panthers.
Now it's Hurts. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the air again. Hurts. Over the middle. He's got Leggett. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Hurts will try it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Hurts again. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to third and 3. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal It's a nice run there. It gets him down to the 6. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. To throw is Hurts. Now he'll run it.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion a tight end right. Here's a handoff to Brooks. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay.
Play is under review.
You might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. Back to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's wicket number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Here's Hurts. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Quickly to the outside and complete.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. On play action, Hurts. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Off the play fake, Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those two off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And it would appear they are on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Give inside, it's Brooks. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. They try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brooks. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, Hurts. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.